Hey everybody, happy Wax on Wednesdays. Last week we did some mono printing directly on the heated surface, and this week we're going to be painting directly on the heated surface. This is a really fun way to create works with encaustic on paper, and this week I'm going to be using some rice paper. If you ever want to see all of the supplies that I use each week here on Wax on Wednesdays, you can always check out the blog on sherryreplogel.com. So there are some Wax on Wednesdays from a great while back, if you search the channel, that have some of this type of painting where I painted in a few different ways with a few different techniques. Here on the heated surface, I'm painting on an anodized aluminum surface, and that's the key here, and there's several options for this type of surface to purchase. One of them is the Encaustic's anodized aluminum surface hot plate, or plates that you can put directly on your heated surface. So if you're using, say, a pancake griddle, you can get these Encaustic's plates and put them directly on your griddle. They come anywhere from the size fitting perfectly onto your pancake griddle, that whole size, so you have a large surface to print on, right down to a really cute 4x4 size, so they can be quite reasonable, and those are your most reasonable option for an anodized aluminum surface, are those Encaustic's anodized plates. And the next option would be the R&F hot heated pallets. Both of those sizes have an anodized aluminum surface that you can either do monoprints on, or also paint directly on that surface. The next above that would be a polyroland hot box, or creating your own hot box, and these have larger surface areas to work on. This is what I'm working on today, is a polyroland hot box. You can also push several together and buy a larger plate for an even larger surface to print on if you're doing a very large work. So there really are a lot of options to choose from price-wise when getting started printing. And I always recommend getting one of those little Encaustic's plates first and really playing around with it and deciding if that's something that you really want to get into, and then you can go from there and look into those more expensive but also larger printing surface options. So here I'm concentrating today on all about contrast. This is all about lights and darks and just creating some contrast here on the surface of the paper. I'm using a rice paper, and that's nice and sturdy, so it can take it can take the heat, it can take the encaustic paint, it can take my tools working on it. This is a really pretty durable rice paper, and pretty fairly inexpensive per roll. So it's a great option for printing on these heated surfaces with encaustic. And if you are just joining me here on Wax on Wednesdays, then welcome to the channel. I'm so glad that you're here. You can check out every single week for a new encaustic painting. Sometimes we change it up a little bit and do it a little something else, some cold wax. We just got done with a cold wax series. But you have several years to choose from here on Wax on Wednesdays to go back and enjoy all different ways of encaustic painting. And that's why I love this medium so much, is that there are so many different ways to enjoy the medium of encaustic, whether you're working on paper or panel or three-dimensionally. There's so many options, so many different mediums that you can use with encaustic, everything basically except for acrylic, and it is just so much fun and so much to explore. You can explore years and years of Wax on Wednesdays right here on the channel, and I would love for you to subscribe to the channel. It helps out so much in helping me to create new content every week. So if you would give it a subscribe and a like for this video, then that would be a great help. And thanks so much for everybody who joins me every single week for all these years. It's really a lot of fun, so I'm so glad that you are joining me here. If you'd like to take it even a step further, then there is the Patreon channel, where I offer a Monday warm-up series of painting, a creative adventure project where we create a different different project every month, and also extended versions of Wax on Wednesdays. So there's extended versions where I take you absolutely step by step through each and every process of the project, and plus bonus footage. And then of course there is 18 full workshops on sherryreplogle.com to choose from, and you have those workshops with no time limits or expiration dates, so you can go back and refer to them for absolutely as long as you like. They'll never be taken off, and you can see all your courses from me in the same place over on my school for sherryreplogle.com. So today I was able to create all of this line, and including moving the paint around, all with the Catalyst Wedge number 6. It worked for both spreading the paint throughout the paper and also for creating all of these marks and line. There's so much that you can do with these Catalyst tools, especially when painting directly on the heated surface. So I hope that you will try this project. It is super fun just to really explore contrast, use your favorite colors, and really just have fun creating some line and contrast on the rice paper directly on the heated surface. I hope you have a lot of fun with this project, and we will see you next week. Happy creating!